Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Player of the Month, Iago Aspas, to review today. So, as you guys know, we already did a review for this card on two different occasions. It was for his Inform card and his Storyline card, which is basically the same thing. And, I thought the card was usable, but this card has gone a little bit more boost in the specific positions or areas of the cards that he needed the boost in. So let's take a look at what we're working with here. So right off the bat, I think for this card, we would give an engine chemistry style to, because that balance being at a 76 is a big no-no for me. He does have the base card stats of 84 shot power with 94 finishing, so I feel like I can compensate well enough for that. But with a card like this, we're looking at someone that is 5'9", high work rates, left-footed, 3-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. In-game traits, he does have the finesse shot traits as well as the outside foot shot trait, which compensates well for the fact that, he does have the 4-star weak foot, so it's actually not that big of a deal. But in-game attributes in the specific areas that we do need to improve the card in, right? So he's got 83 acceleration with 91 sprint speed. Improving that with the engine chemistry style is going to be very important, because we're going to be giving him 88 for acceleration and 96 sprint speed. Now, a card like this, who is a high work rated player with 79 stamina, is a card I would mostly use as a cam, but can be used in the striker position as well. You could use him on the sides for fun, but I wouldn't necessarily use him there, right? So I want to see what this card is like with the engine chemistry style, because if we take a look at his dribbling stats, they are in the high 90s nowadays in regards to ball control, dribbling. Well, not high 90s, low 90s. For ball control, dribbling, composure, agility's at a 95. If we boost it with the engine chemistry style, an 86 for balance, a 99 for agility, and a 99 for dribbling should be very helpful for a card like this, right? So with Iago Aspas, he also has some pretty decent base card stats for passing, so you don't necessarily need to improve it, but engine chemistry style is probably going to be the most obvious chemistry style to give to him regardless. And then again, most importantly, boosting the dribbling is going to be very important for a card like this too. He doesn't have any defensive stats. He lacks in some areas for physical as well. This is a card, again, that you are mostly going to be using in the cam position or striker position. So I want to start off by using him in the cam position. Although this team is very strange for it because it's João Felix. I don't think I could do much with that, to be honest. Unless I use Fernando Torres. Oh, no, that's perfect, actually. Oh, thank goodness. I really, me and João Felix in the striker position, me no like. Me no like that card there, bro, I'm telling you. Yeah, we'll use Iago Aspas in the cam position with Arjen Robben off to the right, Ansu Fati to the left. Instructions will be stay back while attacking for the fullbacks. CDMs on cut pass lane, stay back, cover center. 3 cams on comeback. Going to be testing out his 79 stamina. And then we're going to have Fernando Torres on balance instructions. I may change that depending on how Iago Aspas plays on the pitch, because sometimes you do have to do that to your strikers to kind of compensate for how players perform on the pitch. So, yeah, we're just going to give him an engine chemistry style. Boost that balance as much as possible. Like I said, the dribbling is a little bit higher, so he should feel more responsive. I am curious to see what his 84 shot power is going to be like with both of the traits that he has. So let's see if my boy Paul actually has the engine chemistry style on his team, which I'm pretty sure he does, because this guy is cracked out of his mind. And I'm pretty sure... Did I skip it already? No, I don't think he has it. Oh, he doesn't have it. Wow, I'm surprised. You know why? It's because I put engines on all the cards, so I wasted his cards. But yeah, I'll go ahead and give him the chemistry style, and then we'll get into a game and see how he plays. Huh. This guy, he's using a pretty cool team, to be honest. It's nice. Oh, I can actually put the Elgato on for you guys in the game stuff. Okay, hopefully this card is not as generic as the storyline and the Inform card, and I can actually have fun with him. We'll see what the vibes are, boys. We'll do a first-time cross right here. Ooh, I could have actually got that right there. His movement was pretty solid right there to potentially score that opportunity. We'll take that. What's your dribbling like, Aspas? Okay, his dribbling is way better on this card than it was on the other 2 versions. I'll give you guys that much right now. The other 2, they were more like generic dribbling, like, oh, I can use this card, but little bit of dribbling there. So because he does that little stop right there, that's what makes me lose the ball in that situation. This guy was spamming offside trap a little bit, so I felt like I could force a run there, but it's weird when sometimes the players like don't go around the other guys. It's a little bit strange sometimes. You can see how much better his dribbling is on this card than it was in the previous versions. You guys can literally go watch those reviews yourself if you really want to see the difference. It was okay, but it wasn't like that, you know?
What do you expect to see from him? Well, it depends on the nerves, Derek. He'll need to focus, calm himself down.
Oh, he angled himself right there. Good. Ball roll. Nice little skill moves, touch. Okay, good. It's not super emphasized, which is awesome. Make that pass right there. Wait for that run. Oh, I try to get that dribble off. You see how he's able to do 2 tackles right there? Oh, man. I don't know about that. Like, he over-committed once, so I went to the other space, and he was still able to get that ball. Now, the thing about doing the review for Iago Aspas right now is that Fernando Torres actually has really good attacking AI. So being able to see if Iago Aspas offers anything with someone like Fernando Torres in the team is definitely really, really nice to take a look at, obviously, you know? I just had to work that little bit of space right there to kind of get that angle for the shot across goal. You can see that the shot power under pressure was affected a little bit right there. That's why I'm not really a huge fan of having like 84, 85 shot power. Like it usually needs to be at like, I would honestly say like at 90 in this game for a little bit of consistency, you know what I mean?
Iago Aspas. Moving the ball forward with purpose.
Yeah, he understands the space that he has to go into. He's aggressive when he needs to be. Like those are the right areas for the cams to utilize right away. So those are obviously like forced runs, but I just wanted to see if he would make those specific runs in those areas. What I would say so far is that his dribbling is definitely better than the previous versions of his cards. I wouldn't say he's like special in any way. He's definitely like usable for sure.
Very comfortable when in possession. Chance here.
Oh, that's what I want to work for right there. That's what I'm talking about, man. The finesse shot trait is such a huge thing in this game. To be honest with you guys, if I play this game consistently on my main account, I think all of my attackers would need the finesse shot trait just in case someone's playing super defensive, because when you have that finishing and shot power, it just makes such a huge difference. Like Heung-min Son's finesse shots are absolutely glorious. But, you know, good little goal right there. I tried to do a first-time fake shot so I can get the angle right away, but it didn't really come off. It came off after the initial touch, which is still perfectly fine, obviously. See if I can make a space here at the top. My boy Paul doesn't have the attacking AI arrows. I like to use those to show you guys the types of runs that I try to utilize. I'll try to do that a little bit right there. I don't think his skill moves are going to come off that like quickly either, right? Like he's obviously not going to be the type of card.
Chance to do damage.
Okay, adjust to my dribble, which is good. Touch, finesse shot. He's got like a curler on him, right? But I do think that the shot power, guys, is it's going to affect the card from those very specific shots, right? I'm going to keep trying him out in the cam position, and then I might rotate him into the striker position after.
As the second half commences.
Let's play a little bit of regular FIFA and see what he contributes to the squad. I'll tell you guys this right now, man. I feel like he's kind of... He's just like a usable version of himself. I don't think he's like, oh my god, this card's like crazy, you know? Because when you give him the engine chemistry style, there's always going to be things that are going to be missing with the card in regards to other upgrades, right? So, but is he fun to use so far? Yes, I do like this card more than the other two versions. I keep mentioning that, but it's very important because the other two were just, they were like whatever cards, you know? That was a really well-weighted pass, to be honest. Not bad at all. I do think that the thing that compensates for this card a lot is definitely those two traits, man. Those two traits is... If most cards had those two traits on their stats, then they'd be freaking wild. That was me forcing a run right there out of him because I want to see how fast he goes back into position. Starts to occupy the striker position now. Can make that pass to Torres. Well, we won't do that, though. Nice little disguised run. Fernando Torres is attacking AI. I love it. going to cancel that run with him right there. So he can kind of come back. There we go. That initial touch that he does is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna face upwards here. Oh, that was a little bit late there. Yeah, that was unfortunate because my player did like this specific touch right there that kind of like didn't allow him to... didn't allow me to like time the pass there properly. We're gonna switch him to the striker position this time. See what he's like there. I think the engine chemistry style definitely fixes his dribbling for sure. He's not a bad card to use, but it's more of a card you use for fun, I think. Oh, it's such strange movement. That's why I know I'm not like huge on him in the striker position. Like you would assume he'd be aggressive to the side position right there, especially since the pitch kind of opened up in that way. We're gonna do a first-time chip shot here. Make that one work out. Score that opportunity. Alright guys, so final verdict on Iago Aspas' card. So obviously he's not a crazy card, but he is an incredibly usable version of himself. Way better than the 86. These two right here, I thought the card was super generic, right? This card, because his dribbling has been improved, it allows you to utilize both of these traits more often, right? Before it was kind of like I was just using Iago Aspas. He was like a whatever player in my team. I still feel like this is kind of like a whatever card in general, but it's definitely a more usable version of the other ones that he had before, right? I think the engine chemistry style makes the most sense for a card like this, for the plus 10 in balance, plus 4 in agility, plus 7 in dribbling, while giving him the pace boost as well as the passing boost. I do think that the only positions I see him being used in is potentially as a secondary striker, a center forward in a 4-3-3, you know what? Even as a center mid, I could see him being decent as a center mid, as a 4-3-3 aggressive oriented attacker in that center mid because of the high work rates and maybe attacking presence from time to time, because he does have the traits, guys. So it definitely helps out a lot. I feel like the traits for a card like this is actually the saving grace of it. If he didn't have these traits, then he'd be more generic. But because he has that finesse shot trait and outside foot shot trait, it's such a huge deal in this game to have them, right? Like, obviously, from that one goal scoring opportunity that we got with the finesse shot, even though he has 84 shot power, you just need to make sure you get that one angle to be able to consistently hit it when you come off of a dribble a certain way, right? But with Iago Aspas, I think he's kind of like a whatever card, to be honest. I think it's a card you get for fun because it's the best version of himself, not because he's like a card that like is mind-blowingly good, you know? Like, I feel like Oyarzabal was kind of like that too, but Oyarzabal was actually like better than I thought he would be. And then with Ansu Fati and João Felix, they were obviously cards that were very good for what they offered in game, especially since Ansu Fati got injured this year. He's a card that was pretty much around in my main team for a long time. But yeah, with Iago Aspas, I think it's a card you get for fun, guys. It's not necessarily a card that's like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.